Hi Satnam, and welcome back to Awakening Your Ecstatic Potential Level 3, and today we're on practice number 9. So today's practice takes us again into a different realm. I'm aiming to offer balance between physical movement and breath and energy work, and also allowing for the energy that we generate and potentially the feelings, emotions, and energy that's generated as a result of that to be released. So you'll remember that we did a meditation a few days ago about tracking and witnessing sensation and emotion in the body. Now, this meditation today is kind of a next step on from that. We don't need to do them in succession. They can be done independently. But this is a really good next step on from that. And today's meditation, excuse me, is about releasing and healing all and any heartache. So we're working on the heart chakra. Now, why is that, and how does that connect us again back to our ecstatic nature and the capacity to live ecstatically? Well, so often in life, things happen, and from when we are very young, we have different experiences that may be hurtful or painful or feel like that to us. We may feel, particularly, there are some key emotions, rejected. We may feel abandoned. We may feel betrayed. So, and other types of things. We may experience grief. We may experience loss. We may experience not having felt loved. You know, these are all very generic experiences of the human kind, you know. And for many of us, that can then leave a contraction around the heart, a pain around the heart, a guard around the heart. And in order to take the next step into living fully in flow with the universe and in flow with the unconditional love that we are, and that really is the basis for all of existence, requires us to, in our own natural time, without force, but to lovingly release all of those stored feelings. And again, in our own natural time, to gradually release the lock of the heart and the guard around the heart, so that we are truly able to love unconditionally and share that unconditional love with ourselves, with the world, and with all of those in our lives. This meditation is called the Tonglen meditation. It's from the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. I have learned it from two different sources, Shaktimalan, one of my teachers, and also another couple of teachers who I'll mention later on. It's a very, very simple meditation. In essence, what we do is breathe in our own pain and receive it into the heart, and breathe out love. So that, in a nutshell, is the meditation we're going to be doing. There is a little bit more to that, but that's it in a nutshell. So to prepare for today, what I'm going to invite you to do is to create a nest where you're going to be able to lie down comfortably. It can be good to combine this meditation with something first that involves movement, so that you've activated the physical body and you feel ready to lie down and your centers are a little bit more open. And today we're going to go straight into the meditation, so you have it as a discrete practice that you can use and reuse as I guide you through the process. So beginning by making your nest somewhere comfortable, private, quiet, where you can lie down. You're going to be warm, so you may need a blanket. Also, as you're lying, you want the spine to be straight and aligned and the legs uncrossed, so no crossing of the body, so energy can flow freely. And if you feel that you do need a little support for the head, just be careful that you don't crick the neck so much that the energy flow is impeded. So ideally, you know, you have this kind of level of straightness through the spine, the back of the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Because if it's cricked like this with a big pillow underneath it, it's going to stop the flow, if you see what I mean. Okay? So getting comfortable, getting warm, and lying on your back with the arms by your sides for a few minutes. We will be moving the hand position in a minute, but first let us relax. Getting comfortable, closing your eyes, and taking a few full deep breaths, breathing through the mouth, and really relaxing and sighing out the out breath. Doing that at least a couple more times. Inhaling, exhaling, maybe sounding or sighing on the out breath. And you can even make the sound ah or ha, because that activates the heart chakra. You'll feel the vibration in the heart as you make that sound. So you can continue with that a few more times, as many times really as you're comfortable with. And then we're going to just allow the body to sink more deeply into relaxation, resting on the earth, aware of the earth supporting you, and just allowing any tension in the body now to melt away into the earth beneath you. Know that this is a safe space. Know that you are held. You can even set that intention now for this to be a safe, guided, supported space where there is only love, only truth, and only healing. Aware of the whole physical body. The breath now just gently rising and falling in its own natural rhythm. No effort, just allowing the breath to happen. And then bringing your focus of awareness to your heart center, the place behind your sternum, between the breasts, and also at the back of the body, between the shoulder blades, your divine heart. So we're going to begin by calling to mind any issue at the moment in your life where you are experiencing heartache, where there is an ache in the heart. Very simple. You don't need to go deeply hunting so that you begin to feel tense and contracted, but just allowing whatever is to arise spontaneously into the heart space. And if there is nothing, that arises, and if there is nothing in this moment in your life that is creating any awareness of heartache, and there doesn't have to be, we're going to begin to travel back through your life, through time, gently traveling through time in this safe, guided, held space, remembering. And we're going to remember the times when we have felt betrayed. We're going to remember the times when we have felt unloved. We're going to remember the times when we have felt unheard and unseen. We're going to remember the times where we have felt abandoned by those we have loved most and cared for most, or even by the divine. We're going to remember those times where we have felt rejected for who we are. Traveling back in time and just allowing those memories to surface. As and when a pain or an ache catches the heart, breathe it in. Take it in to the heart center. And on the out breath, breathe out love, unconditional love. Sometimes a wave of pain may be so acute that we need to focus on breathing it in for 2, 3, or 4 breaths. Yes. And then focusing on the breathing out of love. Breathing in your pain, so we don't reject anything. We embrace all of it and we take it into the heart. Because the heart is the crucible of transformation. This is where the flame of love can transform all pain into bliss. Where we can transform all pain into unconditional love. And as you continue with this process now, you can just bring a hand or one hand or the fingertips onto the sternum, onto your chest. So either the fingertips or a hand or both hands. And we're going to press onto the sternum where you feel the pressure. We're going to apply pressure to the sternum just to accentuate the awareness of this center and to accentuate the awareness of the ache. As we breathe it in and as we breathe out, love, unconditional love that we are sharing with the world. We are sharing with the world. Doing your best to keep the jaw relaxed and to breathe through the open mouth, because that keeps the body more relaxed and allows your energy to flow. Just flowing through time. Memories flying up into your awareness of every instance where you have felt slighted, where you have felt wronged, where you have felt so misunderstood, where you have felt so hurt. The young you, the little girl or the little boy you. And don't judge whatever arises. Let it be. It is real. The smallest things, when we are young, can really affect us. And they stay, they linger, right in the recesses of the body-mind memory. So just allowing this to rise, to come into the crucible of the loving heart, and to be transformed into love. Allowing all and any emotion, tears, sobbing, crying, perhaps also other emotions, perhaps movement in the body. Please just allow and welcome all to be expressed, knowing that you are held in a beautiful, pure space of love. And you are opening yourself gently to the truth of your own unconditionally loving nature. It can be a surprise what emerges. Trust, allow, breathe, and welcome. And keep that pressure there on the sternum. This meditation can also be done with a partner or a friend who you really trust, and they can apply this pressure for you, not only at the front of the heart, but sometimes it can really feel good to have this pressure applied at the back of the heart by a friend that you really trust. Do not think that it is self-indulgent, selfish, weak, to allow this and to feel whatever it is you are feeling. This is the human condition, and actually, this is a meditation performed consistently over centuries by Tibetan monks in certain monasteries. You would think that they are so pure that there is no pain, but what actually happens is then when they have exhausted any pain on the personal level, they begin to breathe in the pain of the world and transform it into love. So there is always something, some divine alchemy that can happen in the heart. You do not want to do this practice on behalf of another, however. So stick to your own experience. And then if an awareness arises of the pain of some situation in the world that you're really feeling deeply in this moment, yes, breathe it into your heart and breathe out love. Take it in, transform and alchemize it, and breathe out love. The suffering of the planet, of the children, of the women, there is so much. We can feel that pain too. The more we are able to feel, the more unconditionally loving our heart becomes. Not in some forced, fake way, but in an authentic, true way. And this is so key for this time in the planet, as we are transforming and we are all awakening, to reopen and connect our hearts and remember through feeling how connected we all are. When we're really able to feel our own pain, then we are able to feel the pain of others and experience compassion. It would be so much harder then to objectify, to rape, to pillage, to plunder, to destroy. Breathing in whatever it is now you are experiencing as heartache, grief, loss, betrayal, abandonment, and rejection. Cry for the little one within you. Cry for the spirit of the earth. And love. Allow the pure love that resides in all of us and that is the creative essence of life to flow out from your heart into the world on your out breath. Washing away, cleansing and clearing. At a certain point, you may wish to increase the pressure or perhaps taking the hands off because the process is so fully underway. So trusting your instincts with that. And you may also find that this experience becomes ecstatic. Even opening to the pain becomes ecstatic. In fact, there becomes such a fine line between the experience of the in and the out breath that they may merge into one. And now just gradually allowing the memories to fade and bringing your hands to rest lovingly on your own heart. And just suggest to your heart and your body mind now to rest, to allow the breath to flow, to allow any emotions that are there to continue to flow. We're slowly bringing this practice to a close now with the intention of just relaxing in the energy we've created, relaxing the heart, relaxing the body, and feeling the warmth of our own loving hands, beaming love back to ourselves, back to ourselves, back to ourselves. Knowing that as we clear our hearts in this way, as we repeat this process, we will become clearer and clearer channels for love. Face relaxed, jaw relaxed. Body relaxed. Beautiful. So now we're going to begin to take some deeper breaths consciously into the body. Waking the body, stirring the body, bringing in new life, new energy, oxygenating the cells. And then just beginning to move, gently stirring your body. Your fingers, your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Stirring, waking the body. Maybe rolling over onto one side, your right side, for a few moments. And just resting like a newborn baby. Feeling tender, feeling alive, feeling cleansed. And then when you're ready, stretching into the space and bringing yourself back up into sitting. That completes our practice for today. You may wish, if you have time, to go and journal, or perhaps walk in nature to ground yourself and just take this fresh, new aliveness and sense of rebirth into a clear space. Be gentle with yourself if you have experienced a lot of emotion, and if you haven't, there is nothing wrong. It just is what it is. and any and all responses are perfect and absolutely right for you. Feel free to repeat the process, and also, as always, I'm here to support and answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much. Much love and Sat Nam.